Hello, everyone. Welcome to the holiday episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. I'm Jeff, your host, and I am joined once again, like I am every show, with my wife, co-host, best friend, Desiree. Hello.
Hi.
Are we in the Christmas spirit? Are we in the holiday spirit?
Very much so.
Okay, so the whole show is going to be all about the holidays and what you could do for your alcohol drinking buddy, family, whatever. We have some nice gift ideas. We got some drink ideas we can make and all kind of great stuff. So if you like what we do, facebook.com/wine, hops, and road stops is our Facebook page. Go there, join the group, of course, and talk with us because we'd love to hear from you. So let's get rolling because we've got a lot of stuff on the show. And first, we're going to start with some booze news. Dogfish Head is bringing back some fan favorites. That's right, Des. Next year, 2025, Dogfish is bringing back a bunch of beers. 75-minute IPA is coming back in January. I love that one. Spring will bring with it the resurrection of Festina Pesce, which is the peach beer. And in the fall, Raisin Detra is back, Chicory Stout, Liquid Truth Serum, and finally, I know you like this one, next year, the return of Pennsylvania Tuxedo at the end of the year.
Awesome.
Great lineup. I'm glad that they're bringing back some old favorites. Next up, we have something new brewing in the Broken Heels family. Now, the Broken Heels beer is one of my favorites, actually, from New Trail. And they are going non-alcoholic for this new addition to the Broken Heels family. Their non-alcoholic version, their most adventurous hazy IPA, is here now. It's still hopped with hand-selected Citra and Mosaic. It's slightly aromatic with notes of citrus and tropicals. And now it's lighter and without the alcohol. We're going to have to get this on the show after the new year and try it out because we have been trying some NA beers to see how they stack up with the actual original.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to move on to the viewer question. This is something that a couple people have actually asked me about, and I really had to do my homework because I don't really know much about whiskey. But the viewer question is as follows. What is the difference between whiskey, bourbon, and scotch? Whiskey is a category of distilled spirits made from fermented grain mash, which can include barley, corn, rye, and wheat. Within this category, though, is bourbon and scotch. They're specific types of whiskey with unique production rules and origins. All right, so let's start with bourbon. Bourbon is made primarily in the United States, originating in Kentucky. Must contain at least 51% corn in its mash. It is aged in charred oak barrels and has a sweeter caramel-like flavor due to the high corn content. Now, scotch is made exclusively in Scotland. Yeah, Scotchland. Typically distilled from malted barley, though other grains can be used. Must be aged for at least 3 years in oak barrels and often has a smoky or peaty flavor, depending on the region. In short, bourbon is American whiskey with at least 51% corn mash. Scotch is Scottish whiskey, typically made from barley. And whiskey is whiskey, the overarching category they belong to. Now, do you understand?
Sort of.
Here's another thing, and it was also part of the question that we got in was, sometimes you see whiskey spelled with an E, sometimes you see it spelled without an E, so what's that all about?
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
I'm sure there is.
There is.
Okay.
Here you go. Yes, Virginia, there is a difference between whiskey and whiskey. Whiskey, W-H-I-S-K-E-Y, is used in Ireland and the United States, while whiskey, W-H-I-S-K-Y, that's without the E, is used in Scotland, Canada, Japan, and other regions. Now, the choice of spelling often signifies the region of origin and traditions. So what this means is never be afraid to ask, especially about booze. I'm sure if you ask somebody who is like a whiskey aficionado, they would love to just school you on, the differences and stuff like that. So never be afraid to ask. So next up, before we go to break, I want to talk about a brand new brewery that has opened up in northeastern Pennsylvania. In Pittston, that is.
Cool.
Yeah. We haven't had a chance to get there, but we really want to. So we want to showcase them for various reasons. It is called Blind Cat Beer Company. They claim to be northeastern Pennsylvania's first earth-friendly brewery and taproom located 13 Kennedy Street in Pittston. Manny and Britt started this process of opening a brewery over 2 years ago. Blind Cat Beer Company focuses on responsible brewing, which includes, of course, sourcing local Pennsylvania farm-grown ingredients, sustainable packaging, limiting waste, and more. Now, the Blind Cat Brewing Company gets its name from their two blind cats, Cricket and Wheezy. And this is the cool part. Okay, Blind Cat Beer Company will make a quarterly donation to different local animal rescues with the purchase of each of their flagship beers. Cricket Pilsner is their flagship beer, named after one of the blind cats. Really cool that, like if we ever start a brewery, we're going to have to call it something with dogs, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can stand behind that.
Okay.
For sure.
Great. When we come back, we're going to make a drink with some candy cane vodka. And we're going to tell you how to make your own candy cane vodka if you want to. And then, later on, we got gift ideas for the alcohol lover in your life. Don't go away for more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops when we come back. Welcome back to the holiday episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. If you like what we do, facebook.com/Wine, Hops, and Road Stops is our Facebook page. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube page, please, because there's so much that we record for the show that doesn't actually go over the air to the cable systems across Pennsylvania and parts of New Jersey. Some of it is just for our YouTube page. So subscribe to that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about eggnog.
Ooh, I like it.
I hate eggnog. And I can't drink it by itself. So if you're gonna drink eggnog, here's a couple things you can add to it to make it better.
Oh, so good by itself.
Yeah, but if we add rum to it,
Okay.
Classic choice, spiced rum, adds sweet warm flavors like vanilla and cinnamon. I always suggest a dark spiced rum, darker the better. Add brandy, adds richness and depth to it, pairs well with the creamy base of an eggnog. Bourbon goes with almost everything. Offers a robust and slightly smoky flavor. And finally, Irish cream. Sweet, creamy complement to your eggnog. I don't like eggnog, and the only way I would drink it is if I added a generous portion of one of these alcohols.
I would think even a rum chata would work in that.
Yeah, oh sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, also, we can talk about Boilo if you want. Boilo is a staple of northeastern Pennsylvania, but I'm going to throw it to the Anthracite Post right now because we wrote an article about Boilo. So if you want to check out more about Boilo, what we think of Boilo, and a little bit of history of Boilo, check them out because every issue there's an article by us. So why wouldn't you want to pick it up, right?
That's right.
That's right. So let's move on to what we got in front of us here. We're going to make a peppermint Russian. Kind of like a white Russian, but we're going to use candy cane vodka, okay? We have a little bit of candy cane vodka left here, so we figure we'll put to some good use, right?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one shot, and you can make this as strong as you want, really. We're going to do one shot of candy cane vodka and one shot of Kahlua, and then we're going to fill it up the rest of the way with some cream. And hopefully it tastes pretty good. We're going to see. We'll see, right? Who knows? I don't know. This is more than one shot. I don't know.
That's a big shot glass.
That's a big shot glass. That's okay.
We don't measure anyway.
I'm measuring
We're Italian. We don't measure.
Measuring like for the first time in a while here. So there we go. This will be kind of fun. I've never had one of these before. You could also, if you want to, add a candy cane to it, or maybe, crush candy cane up, put it on the rim. I don't want to do any of that. I'm not a huge candy cane fan. But figure we try this since honestly we had this peppermint vodka or this candy cane vodka here sitting around for a while. So
yeah, it's been here a while.
Yeah, you're not going to drink it in the summer, so right? Or are you?
I don't know. Maybe that's something we should look into for our summer shows.
Candy canes in the summer. Right?
Sure.
Okay, well here we go. Pretty excited about this. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah. Are you scared?
A little bit.
Why?
I don't know.
Here you go, my dear.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try this out.
I mean, it smells like Christmas.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. There's just a little bit of the candy cane vodka in there. It's not.
Yeah, you don't get that super overly minty flavor.
Right, and I like that.
Ooh,
a little bit.
good.
There's a little bit of mint in there, so that's good. It's kind of like just a little bit. Little accent there.
That is
nice.
really good. Yeah.
I'm getting on my beard.
Ew.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Oh, so there you go. One shot of that. One shot of that. Fill it up with that. some ice. You got something good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You know, because sometimes when we experiment on the show, it's one take. Like we didn't try this before.
No.
Like this was like, well, maybe this will be good. Maybe he'll suck. This is good.
No, it's good.
I'm liking it. So if you don't have, I'm slurping.
I know.
I got stuff all over me. So if you don't have candy cane vodka or like any peppermint vodka or anything like that in your house, you want to make it. There's an easy way to do it. Here you go. How to make homemade candy cane vodka. Number one, unwrap the candy canes, of course. Break them in half. Breaking them in half will make it easier to fill them all into your jar. Place candy canes in a 60-ounce mason jar. Pour vodka on top of them. Allow the vodka and candy canes a few hours to dissolve. Once they're completely dissolved, it's good to drink. Shake it up, and there you go. You got candy cane vodka. Store in a cool, dry place in the mason jar for as long as it takes for you to drink it up. Seriously, this stuff won't go bad. Now, you could also drop the candy canes into a food processor, process them until they're dust. That makes it even easier. You can stir them into like hot chocolate or something. Maybe even good over ice cream. You know, so you don't have that. You can get that easily just by getting, and don't use like, you know, you don't have to use like premium vodka. Any old vodka will do the trick. You throw the candy canes in, shake them up, and off you go. So there you go. We made a drink. We're going to come back and we're going to do a beer review. We've got a couple strange beers to get through. And of course, at the end of the show, some gift ideas for an alcohol lover in your life. So we'll be back with more Wine Hops and Road Stops after this.
That was so good.
Yummy. Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops. This is our holiday show. As you can tell, we're dressed in our holiday garb. I have my Santa Claus and dinosaurs on and my hat, and you're wearing a polka shirt
Wearing my Gus Polinski shirt.
from Home Alone.
Yes.
That movie. I have so much to say about that movie, but we'll hold off on that.
No, don't be mean.
I'm not gonna be mean. No, I like that movie.
This part's great
It
because
is.
they're in Scranton.
They're in Scranton. Yes. I do enjoy the Home Alone movie for what it is. You know, there are some major plot holes that I have to get myself over. But you know, I saw a meme the other day because the father from Home Alone was actually on The Sopranos,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a meme because everyone says like, how can he afford this huge house with all these kids and this and that? And there's a shot of him talking to Tony Soprano, and they're like, oh,
Well, now we know.
now we know. Now we know what the father does for a living. All right. Without further ado, we're going to talk about three wonderful beers here. They're all in the India Pale Ale family, I believe. We're going to start with this one here from Fatheads Brewery. This is called Sunshine Daydream IPA. It's a session India Pale Ale, but it's a big session because it's almost 5%. Usually sessions are, well, under that, we'll say. So here we go. Let's check this out. Here you go, dear.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this one. This is an award-winning session IPA. Big hop aromas. Yeah, okay, I can smell it. Citrus, peach, orange, and tropical fruit. With a nice malt backbone. Let's try it out. What do you think? You do not like it?
It's not for me.
Not for you? It's a little bit more carbonated than I would like, actually. You can taste the carbonation in it. The hops in it, for people that are hop heads, Chinook, Centennial, Citra, Mosaic. Yeah, it's okay for a session now. Now it's kind of settling in my throat now.
It's bitter to me.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, it's also not one of those juicy, hazy, blah, 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 blahs.
No.
It's a normal IPA.
Right.
4.9, I believe. They consider it a session. I consider it a big session, actually, because usually once you hit the 5%, even if you're going to call it a session at 5%, I'm going to say, no, it's not. Anything above 5, I don't consider a session beer. So this is kind of like teetering right there.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd say, next up we have Fat Orange Cat Brewing Company, Baby Kittens. I see a theme here for some reason about cats. We're just talking about Blind Cat Beer Company in Pittston, and now we got something called Baby Kittens. Now, the Baby Kittens is supposed to have a slight bitterness at the front, with flavors of passion fruit, citrus, peaches. Now, this is a New England IPA, so it's going to be hazy. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Doesn't seem too hazy. Like, sometimes these hazy beers get a little out of control and they look like, I don't know, like
Dishwater.
dishwater, like yellow milk or something, real milky looking. And they're not this. This ain't too bad. It's a hazy, so you got to like that haziness to it, which will probably add to the smoothness to it. So let's try it out. 6.5 ABV. Not too bad. What do you think?
It's slightly better than the other one.
Oh, the bitterness is still killing you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
This one is kind of bitter. Yeah. I mean, it does say there's slight bitterness on the front end of it, but I'm getting a little bit more than slight.
Yeah. It's pretty bitter. I don't know.
Sorry, Des.
I know.
Now, we'll have to say thanks to Jess, your cousin Jess, because she gave us this beer. She donated the beers from the great state of Jersey, which they're having a drone problem right now. But she was able to escape Jersey and come up and donate these 3 beers.
Yeah, she's adventurous with beers too. So when she finds something weird or whatever, she likes us to try them.
So this one, a Workhorse Brewing Company's Sip Trip Imperial Juicy IPA. This one is a big one. It says right here on the can, 10% alcohol. So this is a big guy. So we wanted to do this one last. Pop that one open. And the glasses from the Hazleton Rotary Club Wine and Beer Festival.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. We'll be back there again next year. All right, this guy here. Ooh, has those extremely tropical aromas. Now they're saying think like Fruity Pebbles meets Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, maybe.
I can't smell that a little bit.
It's got that sweet.
Okay, let's try this. Flavors of sweet pineapple, mango on a bone dry body. So it's supposed to be dry with some sweetness. I like this. It's a big can and that's 10%. So
it's weird.
Is that all you can say about it? It's weird.
It is. I can't even describe it. It almost, to me, I mean, yeah, they're saying tropical, but I'm getting more
dank earthness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but yeah, that's what I get out of it.
You think it's a little bit like 420 inspired, you think?
I would think so, probably. I mean, yeah.
Look at the can.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think.
I do like it.
Out of the 3, this is my favorite.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's all good. It's good. I like it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say, out of the 3, this one is more my style, even though it is big, but I do like bigger beers. So
it doesn't taste big though.
Like, because a lot of times, like with beers that are this big, you get that alcohol burn. You could tell that, oh boy, that's loaded with some booze. This, like we like to say, this one's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, you really can't tell.
So when we come back, we're going to talk about some gift ideas for the beer lover, wine lover, spirits lover in your life. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Our holiday show is almost over. So we got one more segment. And we're going to talk a little bit about some gift ideas for the boozer in your life. How's that? I got some unique ideas, just a couple of them. If it's a last minute present, because we're getting close to Christmas, So if you're still struggling on what to buy someone, or you're still struggling what to buy me, here's some ideas. Unique and fun gift ideas for the alcohol enthusiast. Infusion kits. These typically contain dehydrated dried fruits like oranges, lemons, berries, apples, herbs like rosemary, thyme, and so on. Spices like cinnamon sticks, cloves, botanicals like hibiscus, sweeteners like cane sugar or honey, and sometimes even chili peppers for a spicy kick. So what you do with an infusion kit is, you could take regular vodka, usually, and then infuse it with the flavors you like. Okay, next up, booze baskets. Get a holiday-themed basket and fill it with mini bottles of different spirits, mixers, and holiday snacks. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah, easy gift for anyone, really. If you're, it's like Christmas Eve, what am I going to do? Run to the dollar store, get a basket, just get a bunch of little bottles of booze, and there you go. There's a present.
Yep.
You don't have to show up at your in-laws empty-handed.
That's right.
Number 3 is a wine purifier wand. These are designed to remove the sulfites and the histamines from your wine, which can cause headaches for some people and other unpleasant reactions. Not sure how they work, but try them out.
I would be willing to try that and see if it works.
Well, you know what? Let's get it on the show for next year and we'll try them out.
Okay.
We'll report back to you. Okay. And lastly, of course, I always suggest if someone likes beer or someone likes wine, buy them a wine or beer making kit. It's another fun DIY gift for creating their own craft beer or wine at home.
And those are nice because you open the present. Mm-hmm. So, hey, yay, a present. And then in January, when there's nothing going on you're bored, then you open the box and you make your own beer or wine. And
so you can make that wine, in January, and then you have another Christmas gift to give to your family.
There you go.
the following year. So there you go.
Smart.
Yeah. So the gift that they bought you can just return the favor and give them a bottle of wine. We've done many, many different wines over the years. We've done many different beers. We actually still have 2 beer kits that we haven't touched yet, and we really need to get on that. So hopefully we'll get snowed in sometime this year, and we'll have nothing else to do but kiss by the fireplace and make beer.
Please snow. Please snow.
All right, I think that's it for the show. Thank you, everyone that has supported the show throughout the years. I want to thank my co-host for being my co-host and being,
Thanks for letting me.
Yeah. And, again, if you see us out, say hi, please. Ran into a few people that know us from the show over the past weekend because we celebrated my 51st birthday. I am old now, so.
Yeah. And I'm kind of awkward when people recognize me, so don't think I'm being rude. I'm just awkward.
Oh, you are not. You're great at what you do. And so I want to thank everyone. Again, our YouTube page needs subscribers, so go there. And remember, life is too short to drink a bad beer. Drink a good beer. Drink with somebody you love. We'll see you next time on One Hops and Roll!